starry night. All is calm, all is bright.
Well, hello everybody. This is SG101 here to bring you another fantastic Dash Reacts video, guys. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to a very exciting reaction video. But not only are we doing a reaction video, guys, I need to mention this because this video is coming out on this day. It is Christmas Eve, so Merry Christmas Eve to all of you out there. We have made it, or slash happy hearthwarming Eve, whatever you want to call it. Yes, guys, we have made it to the big year, the big finale of 2018. I know you could say New Year's would be the big finale, but I kind of count Christmas because New Year's is kind of like, you know, it's the new year. Doesn't get more simpler than that. So I decided to do one more Christmas video before we get into our actual Christmas video, because I said I was going to do a Christmas video in replacement of A Horrifying Christmas, which I said I was going to take a break. More into that in the update video if you guys haven't seen that. But yes, this will be my last Christmas video for, well, till the actual Christmas video. I don't know why I couldn't think of that. So we're going to be reacting to a Christmas related video called A Christmas Eve Horror Story, and it is animated. So this seems like it's older, or actually it's just made from last year. Awesome. And this is by Llama Arts. So yeah, I have not reacted to any of this person's videos or animations, so this will definitely be a first for me. Let's begin with the reaction in 3, 2, 1. Boop. Alright, A Christmas Eve Horror Story. I hope this doesn't give me nightmares. Oh boy.
Last year on Christmas Eve, I was working late. I'm 23, I work in New York City and commute home every day on the train. Since I'm one of the younger ones in the office, I got stuck with one of the worst shifts, so I wasn't able to get home until 5 o'clock.
For some reason this is giving me a Rick and Morty vibe.
My family had already left a whole hour earlier to go to my cousin's house, so I had to drive alone. After having a quick snack before the half-hour drive, I got back in my car and put my cousin's address into my phone. Halfway through the drive, it started snowing.
We haven't got any of that yet.
Oh, around 6 o'clock. It was snowing heavily by this point,
that's actually
and
a
I
good
just
thing.
made it in time to catch everyone starting dinner. I brought all of my gifts inside and cheerfully said hey to everyone. I stayed until around 11 o'clock. The rest of my family left a little sooner. I stayed an extra half hour or so just to hang out before leaving myself. By the time I was leaving, the ground had accumulated at least 2 feet of snow, and it wasn't even done snowing.
Perfect.
The drive home was nightmarish. The roads were hardly even plowed, and I had to drive under 20 miles per hour on most roads. The roads were
just winter
dead
for you,
at this
bud.
point, though, most likely because everyone was smart enough to go home before the snow accumulated. Eventually, I turned onto a main road that I'm sure would usually be bustling, but at 11:15 on Christmas Eve night, there wasn't a single car or a single light from a store. It was a ghost town. But then I did notice the flashing taillights of one car. It was parked on the side of the road, and the smoke seeping out from its exhaust with the taillights giving it a red tint.
Huh.
As I got closer, I realized there was somebody next to the car waving their hand in the air. I assumed something was wrong and they needed help. So, me being the good Samaritan I am, I pulled up behind the car. When I opened my door, the guy approached me immediately, barely even giving me time to step out. He was an average-sized man, probably 5'10", 180 pounds. He spoke in a very demanding voice, asking me if I know anything about fixing an engine. I told him I didn't know much about cars. The guy responded very quickly to everything I said. He told me it's fine. He went inside of his car for a second, popped open his trunk, came back out, and told me to just wait by the trunk for a second. I had no idea what he wanted me to do. I was really confused. He walked over to the front of his car, and I heard him open the hood. I couldn't see anything he was doing since the trunk was blocking my view, and the loud wind of the snowstorm overpowered any small noises he might have been making.
I don't like
I put my hands on the back of the car and leaned my body in anticipation, when suddenly I heard 3 or 4 quick and aggressive footsteps in the snow behind me before I was pushed into the trunk. The man tried to close the trunk on me, but I kicked my feet up in resistance and held it up. I was able to overpower him and kick the trunk open completely.
Oh, good for you.
As I took advantage of the few seconds I had to get out of the trunk, I took out my keys. He tried to grab me now, and I dug my house key right into his neck. He fell to his knees, and his scream echoed down the deserted street. I was in my car and
that
halfway
escalated
down the road
quickly
before he could even get up from his knees. A little further down, I called 911 and reported the guy. I came back in 10 minutes to find blue and red lights illuminating the windows of the deserted stores. The police held him until the ambulance arrived for him. I watched the whole thing, and nothing ever felt better in my life. I got home safely half an hour later and told my family everything. I was still very shaken that Christmas, and this remains possibly the most horrific thing I've ever experienced.
You have good reasons to be. Wow. So, you know what? I actually want to look. Is this like an actual, like... Is this like an actual, like, story, or... I'm not sure, but... Wow. That was actually pretty good. And animation, too, I really, really enjoyed. That was... I don't know so much it was, like, scary, but it definitely was... scary in another way of it being like, oh my gosh. Again, I don't know if that was like a real story. I don't think it was, because there's no thing or no key saying yes, this is a real story. I'm pretty sure this was just made up, but even for a made up story, believable. Crazy things happen all the time, and Christmas too. Yeah, excellent. I really enjoyed that. So, another animator that, I have respects for, and probably, hopefully, in the future, I'll be able to react more to their content. That animation style, I don't know if I'm the only one, but to me, that definitely was Rick and Morty, like, sort of animated, in my perspective. Let me know down below if you guys thought the same thing, or hit that thumbs up button. One of those two both work. Yeah, but with that being said, guys, that's a reaction right there. Thank you all so much for watching. I'll actually leave the link down to the original video in the description. I always do, so you guys can, you know, watch the original thing, and not just with my commentary over it. Or my reaction, whatever you want to call it. Yeah, definitely great animation, and, perfect. Hopefully my Christmas Eve isn't like that. Thank you all so much for watching. Please give this video a like if you liked it, share with your friends, and don't forget to subscribe, guys. And if you haven't already, make sure you click that notifications bell to keep updated with the channel and future vlogs, which we will definitely have one really soon, guys, so be looking forward to that. And games, reactions like these, anything of the sort. It's up for you and you guys only to decide. And check out our last video. We got 2 different videos out, uploaded on the same exact day, so I got you guys. I know I've been gone for a little bit too, but you know, with the holidays and stuff. And then soon we'll have that, and then we'll probably post a few other content out, and then that will lead up to our end of the year montage, or the dashing of 2018. I'm very excited, guys, and I cannot wait to see what 2019 brings us. But we still have a little more 2018 left, so let's make it awesome. With that being said, I gotta dash, stay 20% cooler, and this is Dashy 101 saying Happy Christmas Eve to all of you, and also Christmas as well. Peace out.